Hello and welcome to News 9 Special. The BJP has announced its first list of 189 candidates for the upcoming Karnataka polls, leading to dramatic outbursts from senior leaders who were not given tickets. Now, the BJP has changed candidates in 75 assembly constituencies who had contested in the 2018 assembly polls. 8 sitting MLAs were denied tickets to contest the elections. Stalwarts of the BJP like Shettar and Ishwarappa have also been sidelined. Meanwhile, V. Somanna and R. Ashok will contest from 2 seats. There are 52 debutants in the first list as well. Now, the first list reflects the strategy which the BJP employed in Gujarat to battle the incumbency factor. It had replaced sitting MLAs with debutants and sideline leaders and even replaced entire cabinets. Is the BJP employing the same strategy in Karnataka? Is the big question that is being asked today. To discuss more about it, we have in the studios Brijesh Pandey, political editor with News 9, and also we are joined in by B.S. Arun, senior journalist, as well as Mahesh Chitnis. Now, the big question to all of you all is, how is this first list going to impact the ground reality in Karnataka? Karnataka is a very ripe place for an overall rebellion. So let's go first to Brijesh Pandey on this. Brijesh, Karnataka has seen rebellions across parties. You have seen very much of sulking leaders within the state, especially when it comes to sitting MLAs and leaders who have been the ones who build the parties. Over here in BJP's first list, we see stalwarts like Shettar being denied a ticket. We see Lakshman Savathy being denied a ticket. But this strategy has been employed from Gujarat. How effective has it been to combat incumbency as such?
Well, the thing is that, ever since Prime Minister Narendra Modi, when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, this was his tried and tested method. And he has come trumps every single time. The best way to dent the BJP, especially in Gujarat, felt that the best way to dent anti-incumbency is to make sure that at least 30% of the candidates are new, which virtually dents the anti-incumbency against the sitting government, and that they have followed very successfully in the state of Gujarat. In this year's Gujarat election, we saw the entire cabinet, right from chief minister to cabinet ministers to all of them being removed and new one sworn in, and they fought the election and they won perhaps the most historic mandate in Gujarat till now by any single party. But Gujarat is a slightly different case. But this is one strategy which they have followed in state of Uttar Pradesh, state of Maharashtra, others, that where they have actually introduced at least 20 to 25% of new candidates, and they feel that with introduction of this amount of candidate ensures that the anti-incumbency, the anger against the party gets blunted till up to a point, and this has helped them reap rich electoral dividend. But, there's a slight difference in the state of Karnataka and other states. While in other states, after, an hour of sulking or being upset and all, everybody has come to terms with or comes around the decision which has been taken by the party. But in Karnataka, we are witnessing a lot of protests, people resigning from, tall leaders resigning from their primary membership and all. So if the BJP and Shettar is coming to Delhi to meet BJP party president JP Nadda at around 4:35. So if the BJP is not able to, contain this rebellion, then I think they have a very tough task at hand.
A very tough task at hand. Let's in fact go to senior journalist B.S. Arun. B.S. Arun, we have seen the list come out. We have seen supporters of tall leaders like Shettar as well as Ishwarappa coming out and protesting about it. 3 things are there in this. One, the so-called discipline in BJP could get affected. Second, on the ground, we can look at a split if this list continues and if more stalwarts and leaders who build the party are going to get affected. We can see the possibility of the vote splitting within the saffron ranks. Thirdly, the impact of this on the overall elections as such. So how do you see the first list and how do you see the rebellions that are being put out by stalwarts like Ishwarappa as well as Lakshman Savathy as well as Shettar at the moment?
Well, we are seeing rebellion because Karnataka is not Gujarat. In Gujarat, you have seen the BJP government for the last nearly 25 years. So that makes a marked difference. In Karnataka, BJP has never got a majority of its own, in all these years. So this is the difference. And every time in the last 40 years, a government has been replaced by another party. So This is the huge difference compared to Gujarat. And in Gujarat, while sitting MLAs were replaced by the new ones, here it is not so. There may be 52 new faces, but then only about 8-9 sitting MLAs have been replaced. So this is another major difference. It's not that BJP has brought in a huge change. It is not so. It's more of a hype over the last few days. If you have seen, maybe media has done it, but then it's more of a hype than what has happened. In the list that the BJP has released. Of course, they have denied. They have ensured that somebody a senior like K.S. Ishwarappa, has said that he will retire from electoral politics. Whereas in another seat in Hubli Dharwad, Jagdish Shettar has said that he has been told not to contest. But then we don't know what is going to happen, which logical end it will be taken to, because he has rebelled, and the party has not announced the ticket for that seat, as well as Shimoga and a couple of other seats, where some one or two important leaders are demanding ticket. When this is the situation, even among the new faces, most of them have been fielded from the old Mysore region, which is not a stronghold of the BJP. The only important thing that I see is 4 to 5 candidates being replaced in the party stronghold of coastal Karnataka. This also shows that even in a stronghold like the Bangalore area, BJP might be facing huge issues there. That's why they have replaced these 4 or 5 MLAs. So overall, I think this is going to be a tough election for BJP. It is facing the heat from the its support base, from its cadres, and of course from the senior leaders. A leader like Jagdish Shettar, who is normally very polite and very is not a person who will stand up and talk.
Right.
But then if he has taken this
B.S.
stand,
Arun, let
that
me
he
also
will,
get
in any case,
Mahesh into it, because you have in fact raised that issue of Shettar's rebellion and how much it could affect. Mahesh, how do you see Shettar's rebellion, if it's a possible rebellion that is going to brew out? He's going to meet with the senior leaders. He's been saying that he's not been given a reason as to why he shouldn't contest, and he says that give him an opportunity. Shettar is also from the Lingayat community, so it's not easy to actually sideline Shettar. Is it worth the risk of antagonizing Shettar?
Shettar will be very important for the BJP in Hubli Dharwad district. He holds a significant clout, and antagonizing him in the district will be not a good option for the BJP. And Shettar is just 67-year-old, and he is nowhere close to the BJP's 75-year age bar of retiring from politics. So that one question Shettar has been raising with the High Command. Just tell me the reason why I am not being given a ticket. Yesterday, while addressing press conference, he mentioned a couple of points saying that he had no allegations of corruption and there is no black spot on his career, and he's still 67 years, and just all the surveys, internal surveys conducted by the party are in his favor. So there is no reason for the BJP to deny him a ticket, and that he was very hurt. And this statement has led the High Command to summon him to the Delhi. So the discussions will definitely happen, and I think Shettar might be able to pacify the High Command to get a ticket, and BJP might give him, because considering the neighboring constituencies and the clouds he enjoys in the district, it will be important for the BJP to keep Shettar happy.
Important for the BJP to keep Shettar happy. Brijesh, post-retirement of leaders, we have seen it in Gujarat as well. Entire cabinets also being removed. But what about these post-retirement of leaders? Does it send out a message in the BJP itself, and especially in a place like Karnataka, which was the first state to in fact bloom? It is to say that you have to be subservient to the high command as such. Yediyurappa, technically the people who have been sidelined are Yediyurappa's teammates, who have in fact been those people who have brought the first BJP government into Karnataka. They are the ones who are being retired out. So this forced retirement, it's something that a lot of people are going to take it with a lot of pain. So is that a strategy to go by?
Well, I think the forced retirement is also depends on who you are talking about. The fact is that the BJP says that 75-year limit is there, but we saw during the election of Kerala, we saw Metroman E. Sridharan being given a ticket was said to be the chief ministerial candidate. Same is the case with Yedurappa, that you are not giving ticket to him, but you are giving ticket to his son. See, the point is that a lot of talk is what is not coming out is also the role which is being played by B.L. Santosh in the entire scheme of things, and the way ticket has been distributed. Right now he's the most powerful politician from the state of Karnataka, who is occupying a very, very crucial and important post, which is of GS organization in the central leadership. And the BJP right now for the past few years have been going on saying that that the only criteria which fits or which will get you ticket is not whose son or daughter or relative you are, but whether you are able to win the seat or not. And they feel that until and unless this forced culling of these senior leaders are done, they cannot make way for the younger generation to come forward and fight tickets. And they firmly believe that with doing away with these senior leaders, they also blunt A, anti-incumbency, B, also the kind of inter-party politics which is being played out. But it says one size doesn't fit all, and I think we have seen several times that a lot of senior leaders have been accommodated much beyond the stipulated 75 years and all. And it'll be interesting to see how this pans out for the BJP in this particular election, because if they don't win this particular election, then I think it's going to be a massive dent as far as their southern surge or their southern strategy is concerned. And I think this ticket distribution will also play a crucial part if they are not going to win, because then there is going to be a backlash from all those who have been cut out from the seat list. Because remember, if you win, I mean, success has many father. So it's like if you win, then it'll be treated as a master stroke, a brilliant stratagem of how they got their caste calculation right and all. But if they lose, then it's going to be a massive backlash will definitely come from all those who are being sidelined right now as we speak.
And the backlash will be against one person only.
Backlash will be against one person, and there are many people, but yes, one person would definitely be the target of this backlash.
Well, in fact, let's go back to B.S. Arun. B.S. Arun, the other critical question that is being asked is, like, in Belagavi, there's been a shadow fight that's been going on between Ramesh Jarkioli, rather a shadow fight, it's an open fight that has been happening between Ramesh Jarkioli as well as Lakshman Savathy. Both of them have been trying to push in their candidates, and now we have come to an extent where Lakshman Savathy has been denied and he is planning to resign from the primary membership of the party. How bad that could be in the Belagavi region for the BJP?
Well, Lakshman Savathy, is a sitting MLC. Perhaps because of that reason, the party has not shown interest in asking him to contest. Another point is, from the seat where he was demanding ticket, is already with one Mahesh Kumthali. He was one of those 18 MLAs who resigned and joined the BJP. So they cannot sort of deny him the ticket and give it to Lakshman Savathy, who is already a sitting MLC. So this has been the and there is one more factor that Ramesh Jarkioli, who sort of led those 17, 18 MLAs to cross over to BJP. He had threatened that if Mahesh is not given ticket at Athani, Ramesh himself doesn't want the ticket. And Ramesh, along with his brothers, are a huge force in the Belgaum area, and caste-wise also, being from the backward classes, they are a powerful group, powerful force within the Belgaum district, and BJP cannot sort of ignore these two, Balachandra as well as Ramesh Jarkioli. So this is the sort of the politics of that Mumbai Karnataka region, and that's one of the strongest reasons why the party decided that even though Lakshman Savathy is a Lingayat, they have decided to not to field him from there, and Lakshman Savathy is weighing his options about quitting the party and joining Congress. But then he doesn't know whether Congress will field him from there, because Congress, of course, is still in discussion mode to release their second list, for this third list. Sorry, third list for Karnataka. So it's all ifs and buts. But the fact is, in Belgaum area, it's the Jarkiholi brothers who have sort of got upper hand in this current elections.
Well, current elections, Jarkiholi having the upper hand. Mahesh, interestingly enough, in Bengaluru, two important leaders, V. Somana as well as R. Ashok, they're not going to contest from their traditional constituencies itself. They're going to also contest from Kanakapura as well as Varuna. So V. Somana to take on Siddaramaiah and Varuna, and R. Ashok to take on DKs from Kanakapura. How do you see this? You are being pitched against two tall leaders, but at the same time, you've been kept safe from your traditional bastards. What is the strategy behind ensuring that these two leaders fight in two seats?
Okay, of course, it's a huge gamble by the BJP. See, R. Ashoka is fighting on two seats, as you mentioned. One is his traditional Padmanabhanagar in Bangalore, and second is Kanakpura. See, I think the BJP wants to, keep these two leaders, stick to their, spend maximum time in their own constituency and not give time to the campaigning across the Karnataka. So that might be the one strategy. But when it comes to V. Somana, currently represents Govindarajnagar in Bangalore, but he has been given a ticket from Chamarajnagar, which is also said to be not safe for him. And he has also been given a second seat in Varuna against Siddaramaiah. So BJP in Varuna is trying to, consolidate the Lingayat votes, which are in maximum in numbers. But Siddaramaiah being a tallest leader, I don't think so. It will be an easy fight for Somana as well. But it will be an interesting fight to watch out for. Valis, if you allow me, I'll just go back to the previous question of Ramesh Jarkiholi. Ramesh Jarkiholi is not only a tallest leader in Belgaum district, and there is not only the infighting between Ramesh Jarkiholi and Lakshman Sodhi, but there is an infighting between the whole BJP unit of Belgaum. On one side, Ramesh Jarkiholi and his supporters are there. On the other side, all the sitting MLAs, including Shashikala Jolle, Anil Benke, Sanjay Patil. See, all these, if you see the list carefully, Ramesh Jarkiholi's supporters have got around 8 to 9 seats. And out of 10, already in 8 seats, the rebellion has begun. And Saudi has already announced that he might be leaving the party very soon. So it's a clearly a upper hand for Ramesh Jarkiholi in the overall battle of Belgaum here. So out of 18 seats, there are 6 new comers which have been given the tickets, and there are 2 sitting MLs which have been denied the tickets. And if you see the names of the candidates, they are very come from a highly educated people and who have worked for party for more than 5 to 7 years. So overall, Belgaum will be a very crucial factor for BJP, which will be very much watched after.
Well, very much watched in Belagavi. Brijesh, having so many debutants in your 189 list, 52 debutants who are there, and also replacing candidates in 2018 who were not able to contest successfully, and having that kind of a... How much of getting new people would actually stop from people having that incumbency factor? Because technically it could be against the leadership in that state's capital, the upper echelons, not with your local leader. But is that a strategy worth pursuing? Because technically it might be against the larger issue, for example, like Nandini, or with regards to the funding coming in from the center. These could be the larger issues that the voter might be looking at. But a local change, is that more than enough to fight anti-incumbency?
Well, you always try to stick to a tried and tested strategy. This strategy so far has worked brilliantly for the BJP, especially for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. That is the reason why this strategy is applied almost in every single state possible. There could be exception, but by and large, this strategy is applied to everything. Second part is they very strongly feel that, when it comes to fighting a state election, very rarely you see an issue which is overarching, across the entire length and breadth of the state. Majority of the people have disgruntlement against the local MLA, who's not there in their time of need, who's not there whenever they would want to, go to him and meet him and air their grievances and all. And that is where they feel that if they change the MLA, if they change the candidature of that MLA against whom the people are not that unhappy, they feel that they will be able to blunt the anti-incumbency. They say that it also sends a message that the party has acknowledged that this particular MLA is not up to the mark, and that is the reason why we are changing it. And they say that this strategy has worked till now for them. Very rarely you will say that, in like 50 assembly constituencies, people have anger against the chief minister, but not anger against the sitting MLA. Usually it's the reverse. And this is the reason they feel that, if you take away 30%, 35% of the sitting MLA, don't give them ticket and give ticket to a new person, it is also an acknowledgement, a message is sent to the people at large that, listen, we accept our mistake. It's an acceptance of mistake. And when the change it gives, a new face comes in, then a person is slightly confused. If they give the ticket to the same old candidate, then you go with those, oh, this same person is here, now we are not going to vote for him. So they feel, and the best part is that it has succeeded a lot for them. And this is the reason why they adopt this strategy in almost every state possible.
So we are looking at probably the local issues trumping over anything that could be of a state issue.
In most of the cases, yes.
In most of the cases,
yes. That is the reason why they do intense surveys. There's several rounds of surveys.
They had a lot of internal surveys.
Several rounds of surveys are being done, so that then there's also intense discussion between the local leaders and also the people who are the observers, and then a lot of distilling takes place, and only then a decision is taken that that X would be given ticket or X would be denied ticket. And I think they do realize that the places where there's a state leadership or the state level issues are making an impact, there they remain, or they don't change that much, but more or less they do change of the local MLAs where they feel that this will be able to blunt the anti-incumbency.
Well, going back to BS, Arun, one question that we came and we spoke about it, on Brijesh also highlighted, is that the role of BL Santosh. We have seen the kind of animosity that has built between the leaders who are in the Yediyurappa faction and BL Santosh. Is this what we are seeing, the hand of BL Santosh working behind the curtains, and also the rise of BL Santosh as an important power point within the BJP in Karnataka?
Well, as far as the present list is concerned, it's not very clear as to whom all Santosh ji has supported or decided to act against the MLAs, certain leaders who have been entrenched in their constituencies. We just talked about Lakshman Savathy. Savathy was the one of the three deputy chief ministers who were brought in, and this was sort of credited to Santosh when Yediyurappa formed the government, knocking out the Janata Dal and Congress government in 2019. So he was one of those who was he was a defeated MLA, and he was brought in as a deputy chief minister along with Ashwath Narayana and one more person as deputy chief minister. So, but now the same person has been nearly shown the door, and it's almost saying that he's not required. A person who is not required by the party now, was made the deputy chief minister just about 3 years back, and he also had sort of a in the BJP parlance, it's not been taken lightly. But then somebody watching the porn films in the assembly, that he was brought in as to the important post. So things like this has been attributed to this person, and he has now been nearly thrown out of the party, and he has said that he might be joining Congress. So this is an important development that we have seen here. We are yet to see which are the other candidates whom Mr. Santosh has supported. Recently when in the Belgaum area again, when Suresh Angadi passed away, he was a minister of state at the union government. When he passed away, his wife was given the ticket, and this was also attributed to Mr. Santosh, saying that he actually wanted the wife of a very popular leader like Suresh Angadi being the ticket, and she managed to win, although not in...
Arun, you're saying that basically they are looking at the winnability factor, and Santosh also goes through by that criteria. Thank you, V.S. Arun, for in fact speaking to News 9 as well as Mahesh Chitnis. Tejasvi Surya, Bangalore South MP, has given a statement on the list. Let's listen in.
Strong internal democracy that the party has, and I am very confident and that all of these leaders will understand the larger wisdom or principles that have gone behind the selection of candidates. The party has multiple opportunities for all who are interested to contribute to the nation through the political platform. All of these people will also be given opportunities. The party's senior leaders are in touch with them, and I'm very confident that none of these minor disagreements will matter in the next 3-4 days. They will all work together to make sure the party wins in all of these seats. The principle of one family, one ticket is something that the BJP has very meticulously followed as much as is possible in this list as well. In most of the cases that you mentioned, the senior leader has made way for somebody else. Therefore, the principle of one family, one ticket is also something that the party has very diligently followed. Most importantly, the whole decision-making process, I was mentioning about this earlier as well, the whole decision-making process, starting from consulting with 25,000 booth-level workers, then the district level, then the state core committee, then 2 days with the CEC, then the parliamentary board, only shows how serious the party takes its internal democracy. While other political parties in the country and in the state decide the list of their candidates in their kitchen cabinets, the party has undertaken a massive exercise for more than a week to select the candidates. More than 7-8 candidates are either present or former Yuva Morcha Karyakartas. Give me another example where young people in their 29, 30s, 32, coming from absolutely no political backgrounds, but having only worked in a political organization for 7, 6, 8 years, have got an opportunity to contest a prestigious election of this kind with the full blessings and support of the party. You will not find another example all over the state in Karnataka, or rather anywhere in the country. This is what makes the Bharatiya Janata Party a party with a difference.
Well, that was in fact Tejas Surya speaking about how the tickets were in fact distributed and speaking about internal democracy in the party. Well, thank you, Brajesh, for also joining us. With that, it's a wrap on this special program. Stay tuned and keep a watch for News 9 programs further.